Okay, we're here today. We're going to learn how to make a time map using the template you download from Blackboard. And when you download the template, you get something that looks like this. So in order to start, you need to start by hitting this Enable Editing button. So we do that. And then notice the file here says it's read only. So in order to do some real editing with this, we just save this under different names. So you can save it pretty much wherever you want. I'm just gonna, yeah, it doesn't matter where you save it, so let's just put it, let's stick it here. Yeah, let's stick it here, and I'm just gonna call this, call whatever you want, but get rid of that copy of at the front. So, just gonna get rid of that copy of, and then I'm just gonna come over here, get rid of the N. And then I'm just going to put my initials, put your name or whatever else you want. Just get rid of that copy of at the front. Annoying. Okay, so now we got saved in a different name, and now we're ready to make our time map. So here we've got the days of the week. Here we've got time apportioned off in half-hour increments. And it goes all the way down to 11. And so what we want to do when you make your time map is you're just portioning off blocks of time for the priorities in your life. Those priorities are your big rocks. And of course, the big rocks are what we want to put in first. So let's put in, so you can put in the big rocks. What are the big rocks? Well, your priorities might be different than mine, but whatever it is, I mean, certainly as a student, one of your priorities is going to be your classes. So let's say we're going to put in, I'm going to select these cells here, and then I'm just going to come up here and say Immersion Center. So that makes it all one cell. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to type in class. I'm going to do, and then if I wanted to, I could put the cursor back in there and I could hit this button up here. I can actually put borders around the edge of it. So now there's a border around the edge of it. And if I want to, I can actually put color inside of it. So I want to make it blue. So there it is. And I just go through that same process for each of the different things I got going on. So let's say I've got, well, let's see, this is Monday. So let's say Monday at 10. I've got another class. And this one's going to be, just say math. Okay. And let's say I've got the same thing going on down here. So if I want, I can repeat everything together. Or since it's the same 3 cells, okay, that's the same size as this right here. So I can just go ahead and just copy that out. Paste it here. Boom, there it is. Don't have to do it all over again. So you just basically put the blocks in for whenever your big rocks are. For whatever they are, you just put them in wherever you want. Now, a couple things to keep in mind when making your time map. You want to try to avoid putting blocks together back to back like we did here. Okay. The exception is that we can actually do this here if you can walk with, to your next thing here within 5 minutes, then you can make an exception to the rule. And so this thing's okay here. These 2 classes are taught in the same building, so I can easily walk from one room to the other within 5 minutes. 5 minutes is just a good general rule of thumb that I've learned from experience. Works really well. So I can go ahead and put these back to back because I can walk 5 minutes. However, if I had to drive a little bit, okay, so let's say I had to drive like 15 minutes or so, then I want to put, say, like at least a half hour in. So let's say I have to go to work here, and I work from noon until 4. Okay, so I'll just put that here. That's the work. And if I want, I can put a border around it. And I'm going to pick a different color for work. Let's pick yellow. Okay, whatever. I mean, you don't have to put the colors in. Some people put the colors in because it helps it, it looks better to them, or it helps them to get a better sense of, which priorities are distributed where amongst the field of time that you have here during the week. I mean, you don't need to do that. So that's the first thing. You want to be careful of how you space things out on your time map. And the second thing you want to be aware of is you don't want to be filling in every space here that can be filled on your time map. You want to leave some time that's just unapportioned. This is your so-called free time, because this gives you flexibility in case your plan for the day didn't go quite the way you planned it. Well, you've got some space here in which you can adjust and take care of some things that it's going to take you longer than you figured it's going to take, or maybe there's some other things that come up and you've got to switch priorities on what you should be acting out now. And so some white space here. Don't fill up all the spaces here. Leave some free white space so you have that flexibility to, shuck and jive as, life is giving you this and that. And that's basically all it is. So once I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and just make this a PDF. Just go into File, Export, then I'll just create my PDF. And I can just leave it with the same name. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So this didn't actually come out quite the way I wanted it to. Missing Sunday here, but that's okay. You can actually just come back here. You can actually mess with the margins here if you go under Print, Scaling, and let's fit all the columns on one page. See, now they're all fit on one page. So now I can go back here to Export, and I'm just going to write over the file I had before, and you'll see it pops up here. See, now we've got Sunday here. So that's really all it is. So then I'll just submit the PDF into the Blackboard, and that'll be my assignment. So hopes this helps you understand more of what you need to do to fulfill your time map assignment. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or otherwise let me know. See you in class.